Come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are catching this live from on today. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and today we are actually discussing expanding your brand through strategic partnerships. So if you are currently wanting to grow your brand without doing all of the work alone, then strategic partnerships will allow you to expand your audience, leverage new resources, and scale faster. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and run this introduction. Welcome back to Seeing My Face. We are doing very well with our healing of our neck and shoulder. Thank God. I'll catch you guys on the other side of this promo so that we can get started with this information on today. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order. So as I said, come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable. Thank you guys for joining me here on TikTok, on IG, on LinkedIn, Facebook, and on YouTube. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the time that we've been apart. I'm excited to be back in front of you all. Come on into the room, Kenny and Clarissa, Juanita. So good to see each and every one of you live here on today. So in January, you know, we began the foundations of branding, and we continued into the month of February, where we discussed building and scaling your brands. And we are closing out this week in March. And this week, we are actually discussing content mastery, repurposing on up into Friday. We will discuss future planning for the month of April. So as I said before, come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, post your city and state where you're catching this information live. If you are on Facebook and LinkedIn, you are available to see the captions that are scrolling live for my hearing impaired audience. And if you want to catch a replay, you can click the CC at the bottom on YouTube to be able to catch this information live and to be able to see the captions so that you can understand this value that I am delivering. Come on into the room, Anthony and Minnie. So good to see each and every one of you. Josephina as well. If you guys would tap the screen and share this stream so that others in your network can see this information that I'm giving you on today, so that you will be able to understand how to expand your brand through strategic partnerships. Okay. So if you are wanting to expand your audience, leverage new resources, and scale faster, then today is the day that you want to pay attention. You want to make sure you grab your favorite pen and your favorite pad and you take notes so that you will know some of the things that we're going to cover, so you will know them in your zhuzh. Okay. All right. So I'm going to actually discuss why strategic partnerships are a game changer, how to identify the right partners for your brand, as well as some of the do's and don'ts of building successful collaborations. We will always cover some of the objections that you will have and give you the solutions for how you can overcome some of those objections that you have. So one of the biggest secrets, right, to rapid growth is through strategic partnerships. You can go this road alone if you want to and make it difficult for yourself. But I'm telling you, when you collaborate, you will be able to move faster. Okay. We're going to actually talk about how to identify, approach, and leverage partnerships to expand your audience so that you can create more opportunities. I actually held a consult this morning with a new strategic partner. Her name is Heather Falls out of the Tuscaloosa, Alabama area, right? As well as you guys know, I'm partnered with Bridget Bartlett, Cortez Hustle, Dr. Cheryl Wood, and many, many others, right? We do these collaborations and these strategic partnerships so that we can expand our reach, okay? And if that is one of the things that you want to do, then you definitely need to pay attention to the information that I'm sharing with you on today. Why strategic partnerships are a game changer? Again, partnering with the right people introduces your brand to new and engaged audiences, right? You're available to share your resources and your expertise. You can scale faster without having to do all the work. You are available to build credibility. You're available to build trust. And when you align your brand with established brands, it also gives your brand additional authority. So I hope that makes sense to you, Catherine and Marie and Willie. So good to see each and every one of you. You also multiply your impact, right? So a strong partnership amplifies your visibility, guys, okay? It amplifies your engagement and it actually has revenue potential. So you guys know there's a method that I teach on. It's called the ACE method. And that's where you start out with the awareness of your brand, you move on through the connections, and you go ahead and result in engagement. When you utilize these steps strategically, then you are available again to create the know, like, trust factor that many people need before they actually will buy from you. All right. So if you want to grow faster and smarter, truly partnerships are the key to getting that done. Now, the number one thing you should be asking, everyone should be asking this: how do I identify the right partners for my brand? The number one thing, step one, that I will tell you is to identify your own goals. If you don't identify your goals, then you don't know what it is that you have to offer in value to the individual you are considering partnering with. That could be a major problem, right? When you identify and define your goals, then you know what it is that you will want from the partnership, as well as what you will be able to give to the partnership. Whether it's more visibility, leads, or revenue, you need to know that up front, okay? So on that consult I held this morning, it was great to be able to speak with Heather and hear from her and understand what it is that her goals are for her upcoming event, both short-term and long-term, right? And how does that mirror or match or align with what it is that I have to offer? You need to have things like this in place prior to even reaching out to collaborate with someone. So step two, you want to find brands with similar audiences, right? You want to look for non-competing businesses that share your ideal customer, right? So you wouldn't necessarily want to partner in direct competition, two brands trying to partner together. There may be some friction. However, if you are a person who focuses on graphics, then of course you would partner or align with an individual who focuses on web design. If you are an individual that focuses on social media, then of course you would want to align with an individual that actually may have a podcast that introduces the other aspects that you know your ideal client needs. That's what I mean by finding brands with similar audience, but you're looking for non-competing businesses, okay? Number three, you want to research their reputation, okay? Only collaborate with partners who align with your brand values. When you do that, then you don't have to worry about whether or not when you go live or when you're on a situation and you're actually speaking before people, whether or not the things that you are saying are aligned. That's why you do the research before you do that, so that when you're speaking, you know that your vision is aligned, your goals are aligned, the things and the information that you are delivering are aligned. The end result, there is alignment, right? Where two or three together, there I am in the midst of thee. So you want to make sure that you are equally yoked, per se. All right. Number four, start small and build trust. You want to test the waters. You want to go ahead and join some of their webinars. This can bridge the gap between step 3 and step 4, where you're researching them by actually joining their webinars, maybe doing a couple of joint webinars, features on theirs or features on yours, blog features, right? You want to ensure that maybe you take the opportunity to be featured in a podcast. Small things before you do something big. Social media collabs, bringing someone into your live stream, things like that. Start small and build trust. Those are the 4 things that I would suggest that you do to identify partners who align with your brand. Define your goals. Go ahead and find similar audiences, research, and start small. Okay. If you can do those things, then you will be able to move forward into this partnership realm to expand your reach, your visibility, grow your trust and credibility, and all of those things. Okay. So you may be thinking, I don't know. We'll get to those I don't know those objections in just a moment. Let me go ahead and give you a couple of do's and don'ts with regards to building successful collaborations. All right. You want to ensure that you establish clear expectations, set goals, what the roles are. Go ahead and discuss the success metrics. Do all that up front. Know why you're getting on the call. Set the goals and the expectations, right? Both of you should bring something to the table. Ensure that it is symbiotic. Ensure that it is reciprocal, okay? And clearly and consistently communicate your alignment, what the end result success is, and be open to the journey, right? Keep the conversation flowing and be open to whatever their method is, as well as whatever your method is, so you can ensure that the value goes both ways. Okay. What's going on, Tyrone? So good to see you, Katrina. Again, guys, do not overpromise or overdeliver or compromise yourself. Be honest about what you can contribute, what you're willing to do, what that extra mile may be, right? Do not overcompensate. All right. And don't rush the process. Make sure that you're building a strong partnership and know that it will take time and trust. Okay. When you do these things and when you don't do some of the things that I suggested, then you're well on the way to establishing a great partnership, a powerful partnership. Just ensure that it's win-win on both sides and for everyone involved. All right. So I said we get to the objections. I want to cover these rather quickly on today because truly, just knowing what to do and what not to do will allow you to actually step into this realm. One of the things that you may be saying, I don't have a big audience to offer my partners. Guess what? You know something. You are purposed, you are passionate, you are here, you have an area of expertise, you have a certain amount of resources, and you have a unique perspective. All right. So just understand there is a value in what you have and be willing to share and give that. It doesn't need to be big. It needs to be exact and precise. You may also think, I don't even know how to approach potential partners. Well, that's why you have your do's and your don'ts, right? You may be thinking, I really don't know what it is that I would contribute to them. I really don't know what it is that I would say to them when you initially get started. You don't have to know everything. Just start with collaborative information or content, like joining them, I said, on the IG Live, maybe making a guest appearance, maybe reaching out to them and warming them up via email beforehand after you do your research, ensuring that you are aligned. Okay. Also, you may be thinking, what if the partnership doesn't work out? Well, guess what? Test small. All right. Test small, do small, nibbits before committing to any type of long-term collaboration. Start small. Test it. See if a simple email communication, a DM exchange, a podcast, a shout out or something like that. Test the waters first before you commit to anything long-term. That's really the initial things that I have on my list for your objections. If there are other objections that you have, then post those. Comment with what some of you feel are your fears about collaborations and partnerships, and maybe we can address them, okay? Now, you may be saying, exactly how do I get started? So I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 steps. Again, grab your handy dandy pens. Watch this on the replay if you need to. Catch the follow-up reels that I do that break this down. But you may be wondering how to pitch and secure powerful brand partnerships. Well, step 1 is research, like I said. Do your research. Find brands that align with your mission and your audience. Create you a spreadsheet, a Google Doc, and begin each one of these steps. Step one, again, research. You're looking for those that align with your brand values. Step two is make sure you craft a strong pitch. Keep it clear, keep it concise, focused on the mutual win-win benefits, right? Once you do your research, you'll know some of the things that they offer and whether or not they benefit you and your audience, and you know what you have. And if you can clearly convey what your value is and what your benefits are and the way that you deliver those to their audience and communicate that well in a strong pitch, then you will be well on your way. Step three, propose a low-risk collaboration. Like I said, like a joint IG Live, a shout out, some comments, getting inside the group, sharing some of your value, right? And do all of that before you do anything else. Maybe a couple of free events, free sharing of information. Step four, track the performance of what you've just done. If you're measuring and you're paying attention to the engagement and the success, then you will know whether or not it's time to scale up, to ask for any type of paid compensation, to ask for any type of, financials, however you want to word that. Just pay attention to whether or not it's a successful communication first before you move forward. All right. And then finally, in step five, continue to nurture and grow the partnership. Keep communication open and even look for bigger and more vast collaborative opportunities. You don't want to take the time to, research, speak with a person, show up on a podcast, shout them out, share their content, and then go dry. Okay, that's a give. That's a take, right? That's not a give. That's not reciprocal. So make sure you don't ghost them, okay, after you host them. Because somebody jot that down. Don't ghost them after you host them. All right. Continue to nurture the relationship. The best partnerships start small and they grow into long-term success. I am extremely excited about some of the partnerships that I have, most of the partnerships that I have. I'm even excited about tonight's VOC Spring. So tonight we have a speaking engagement. If you'll go to vocspring.com, vocspring.com, and you'll register, we're actually live tonight in a collaborative effort to announce our latest, and I'm probably not supposed to show this early because we're actually displaying it tonight, but our latest magazine, I am featured in the fall 2024, okay? Fall 2024 and spring 2025, where we're collaborating with 60 of the top powerhouse women in entrepreneurship. Join us tonight, voc.spring.com. Let me pull that onto the screen. I apologize. I don't even have it on the screen yet. We're actually hosting this tonight so you can see the way some of our collaborative efforts work. Voices of Change magazine with Dr. Cheryl Wood tonight, 8 p.m. We will be live. Go and register vocspring.com and you'll be able to see that speaking engagement on tonight. So before I go, I always want to ask, let me get my question up so you guys can see it. There we go. What type of partnership do you feel could help your brand grow faster? Think about that while I go ahead and pull up the challenge for today, or your next steps, as I call it, for today. I will be having our after office hours immediately after we finalize this training or this information that I've shared with you on today. And you will have access to any of our free cheat sheets and checklists inside of our group. What I would love for you to begin doing is to identify 3 potential partners that you would want to collaborate with that are in your niche. Okay. And when I would love for you to go back to the steps that I gave you, where you're beginning to research them and pay attention to whether or not you're aligned with them and create your list so that you can reach out about a collaborative idea. That is your challenge for today. Pay attention to at least 3 people that are in your niche, non-competing. right? That you will be able to lend value to them and you will be able to receive value from them for yourselves and for your audience, right? And go ahead and jot that down and look at some of the methods that I've mentioned that you could actually reach out to them. Okay, I hope that sounds good for you guys. Definitely comment below what type of partnership you feel could help your brand grow the fastest. Okay, do you think it would be doing a shout out, a podcast, whether or not you would be considering bringing them into a live, whether or not you would stream with them or something like that, hosting an event, whether it's a virtual event, a webinar, a workshop, or things like that? Which one of these different methods do you feel would actually grow your brand, and where do you feel your value could lend to that collaborative partner's audience the best? Where you both could grow the fastest? That's the question of the day. Drop that below whenever you get a chance. Again, we will be hosting live open office hours as soon as we conclude. If you guys take the opportunity to come into the brand community, let's get that back up on the screen. Then you will be able to come into the community once you're registered and your account is approved. This is a free community. Then you'll go up to the events tab at the top. 1 p.m. is where we are now. As soon as we conclude this training, you click on this option and you will be able to see the link to join us in After Office Hours Live. I hope you guys will take this seriously because, again, truly, 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 you can grow your brand credibility and visibility so fast when you collaborate with others. Okay. Again, join us in After Office Hours. Learn, lead, and levelup.com. Register to get your free account. Join us in the Zoom room as soon as we conclude with this training to ask your burning business or brand questions. I greatly appreciate your time on today. Thank you so much for joining us live. Truly, it's been a pleasure to share this information with you. And I hope you will take seriously the possibility that you can collaborate with others, that you can lend your value and you can receive value from others so that you can both grow. You can build your credibility. You can build your visibility. You can build your engagement. You can increase your engagement. Okay. I hope to see you guys in After Office Hours. Thank you again for your time on today. It's been a treasure and it's been a joy. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina with Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.